I welcome you all on behalf of Research Foundation of India in our 7 days training program on dimensions of wellness. Change your habits, change your life. Organized by RFI in association with Naginda's Khandwala, Mumbai. Yesterday, we had a great session on intellectual wellness by Sunesh Bharadwaj ma'am, and today's session is on environmental wellness. Our expert for today's session is Dr. Parul Sharda ma'am. Dr. Parul Sharda is currently serving as an associate professor and head of management department of Indore Management of Institute, which is one of the emerging B schools of Central India. She is MCM, MBA, B.Ed, PhD, and she started her career as an academician since 2007. She is an enthusiastic academician with over 14 years of teaching experience in different colleges and universities, and 2 years of corporate experience as well. She is currently holding the position of MP State Convener, RFI, and MP State President of WICCI, Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Financial Literacy and Management Council. She is an author of 2 books, 2 edited books, and has published more than 50 research papers in various national and international UGC-CARE, Scopus, and ABDC index journals. She has many awards in her account. She has attended and organized various conferences, workshops, and FDPs to enhance her knowledge in various fields. She has started her knowledge and expertise as a resource person and guest speaker in various institutions, including IIT Indore, Parul University, Vadodara, Imperial College of Bhangar, Odisha, GLA University Mathura, AIDASCO, Republic of Serbia, Witty Gossip Association, Oriental University Indore, Acropolis Institute of Management and Research Indore, Sri Vaishnav College of Commerce Indore, St. Paul's Institute of Professional Studies Indore, and many more. I'm pleased to welcome you, ma'am, and please take the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Divya. It is always overwhelming to listen about yourself. Thank you so much. I first of all would like to thank Team RFI, Chairman Dr. Saurabh Jain, CMD Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta sir, Dr. Ajay Jain, Dr. Manish Dubey sir, and all the officers of all the chapters and state heads of Research Foundation of India for always organizing the FDP symposiums and workshops on the contemporary topics which are in need nowadays. So from the today's attendance only, we can see that in the FDP, we can see that how much people are concerned about the topics, the dimensions of wellness. Since day one, I am observing that the participants, the number of participants are less. Why? Because if the workshops would have been on any technical topic, more people would have joined. Because nowadays people are running about for enhancing their technical expertise rather than their own well-being. So leaving apart this, let us start discussing on today's topic. When we are talking about environmental wellness is having good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environment that supports well-being. In the previous 2 sessions, it has already been covered that what do we mean by well-being. Well-being means a happy and peaceful atmosphere. So when we talk about environmental wellness, environment is something in which we all live. A human being live. We talk about workplace wellness, we talk about physical wellness, and when we talk about intellectual wellness, social wellness. But when we see that what is at the core, or what to what all these wellness which we are discussing, the 7 dimensions, the most important is environment, because environment wellness is the only thing which is covering, or to which all these wellness comes in. Because unless the environment is not pure, the air is not pure, how would you go for a walk? How would you drink a clean and water? How would you breathe a clean air? So hence, talking about environment wellness is utmost important. It promotes interaction with nature and also create a enjoyable personal environment both in and out of our workspace. So everyone can have a strong environmental conscious simply by raising their awareness. So nowadays we must talk more and more about the environmental wellness, so that at least vibrations can be created, so that at least people must concern about the environment wellness. Because nowadays what we see that still we are in October, of the October month of the year, and what we are observing that in the morning till 8 we see that a mild cold temperature is there, and from say for example up from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 to 2 p.m. it's high temperature and people are sweating. And when we see that as evening comes in, the environment is getting cloudy, rain sometimes. So is it the month of rain? The October is month of rain? The answer is no. Why these changes in climate or the changes in weather are not as uh, likely of the previous decade or before 2 decades? Because what we see that environment is continuously degrading, the global warming is taking place. That is why the climatic imbalance is taking place. So everyone can have a strong environmental conscious simply by raising the awareness. I emphasize the word awareness again, that if we start talking about these kind of topics, or start doing activities, social activities to improve the environment wellness voluntarily, not by imposing the activities. Nowadays, what we see that in educational institutions, it is being imposed by the government to go for the plantation drive to the students. Why it has been imposed? Why people are not coming voluntarily to plant more trees? So why environmental wellness is important? Because the core principle of environment wellness is respect. Being a human, we want respect. We all human beings want respect. So why we are not able to give the respect to the nature, to the species living in it? So the core principle of environment wellness is respect. Respect for all nature and all species who are living in it. When you become environmentally aware, when you feel that you are a part of nature, you are nature, you become environmentally aware. So you will be able to realize how your daily habits affect your home life as well as your work life. Improving environmental wellness is simple and it results in more balanced lifestyle. In the gradual presentation and gradual discussion, we will explore more about how we can become consciously aware about, and consciously how can we improve the environmental wellness. Now I would like to share my screen. Kindly confirm, Ms. Divya, if the screen is visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, your screen is not visible.
Yet I have not shared, just I am
Okay,
sharing my
sure,
screen.
sure.
Is the screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay. So yes, so today's topic of environmental wellness, today's in this 7 days of FDP on the dimensions of wellness. It is day 3 and we will discuss today about environment wellness. And can anyone tell me why I have given this picture in the presentation at first? Panch Tattva, Agni Tattva, Jal Tattva, Prithvi Tattva, Akash Tattva, and Vayu Tattva. Can anyone tell me why we are discussing about Panch Tattva in environmental wellness? Anyone from the presenters? Anyone from the participants? Okay. So
Because it's different energies.
these are the different energies. Okay.
It constitutes the environment.
Okay.
Our body is made up of
So maybe that is.
Hello.
The voice is not clearly audible.
Am I visible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Madam, we are made with all 5 elements.
Yes.
Human
Why,
beings
why
are
we are discussing these 5 elements in the environmental wellness FTP? That is my question, sir.
because of balance, madam. If we have a balance with all 5 elements, we will be feeling positiveness.
So
Our vibration mainly depends upon all these 5 elements.
yes, yes, very true. So we are discussing, as you said, sir, that a balance of these 5 elements is required for peace or to feel wellness amongst ourselves. I request now to please mute yourself. Thank you very much. So yes, as the different participants have said that these are the 5 elements which are responsible for our well-being, and one black and white picture is there at the center of Panchatattva, between Panchatattva and the 5 elements. What is that? It is yin and yang. Yin yang. Yin yang means it's a Chinese philosophy wherein it says that there is always something good in bad and there is always something bad in good. So white part, the black dotted white part is something bad at good, and the white dotted black part is something good in bad. So somewhere we, the human beings, are only responsible. We know that these 5 elements are required for the balance of these 5 elements is required for peace and for well-being. Then too, we only are responsible for the disbalance of these 5 elements. Because when we talk about environmental wellness, environment is what? Environment is made of, environment is what we, on the earth we live. So that is the third element, that is Prithvi Tattva. Agni, which is required for warmness or say for cooking our food, right? And in industries it requires. When we talk about the second element of the Panchatattva, that is water element, it is very much required because our body is made up of a major percentage of our body is of water element. And the rivers, the sea, the rain, it's a water element. And when we talk about the fourth element, that is Akash Tattva, we all are living under the shelter of Akash and we are polluting ourselves, the Akash Tattva, by the fire element, we can say, or by the smoke and the emissions which are coming out of industries, by the burning of fossil fuels. We are polluting Akash Tattva. That means we only are disbalancing the fourth element. And when we talk about the fifth element, that is the air element, the percentage of air pollution is high in majority of metro cities, in majority of states, we can say. So how we can say that these 5 elements are required to be balanced to have a healthy and peaceful life? If our activities, the human being activities only are making these 5 elements disbalanced. So this is one thought-provoking question you all must carry with yourself, all the participants must carry with yourself, and you must discuss this kind of things in among your own faculty members, with the students, and you must try to find out the solutions that how, at least for a day or two or for a week, how can we create awareness? How can we reduce the air pollution content? How can we reduce the water pollution content so that the at least we will be in satisfaction that yes, we have done our bit for our Mother Earth or for our planet. Moving ahead to the presentation, when we talk about environment wellness, well-being of any resource can only be imagined. What resource we are talking? The resources, the tattva, with what we have discussed in the previous slide. So well-being of any resource can only be imagined if we maintain good health of corresponding resource. That is what we were discussing in the previous slide also. That we, the human being, are made of these 5 tattva, and we must take care of these resources. We must utilize these resources in a limited manner. Because एक हिंदी में एक quote है, अति सर्वत्र वर्जयेत. That means whenever you cross the limit, it will hamper you in negative manner. That is why we all are suffering due to global warming, or we can say the COVID which hit our country and the all other countries in March 2020. We have suffered a lot. The aftermath of COVID, still we are suffering. Why COVID has hit to the people? Because we have lost our immunity. Immunity is directly related to environmental wellness. Because what we breathe, we breathe impure air. What we drink impure water. Maybe we are using RO. Maybe we are using different technologies through which we feel that we are drinking clean water. We are drinking pure water. Air purifiers are now trending in the electronic market. It's a Diwali season, and people convince us that you must use air purifier at your home, and by which you can breathe clean air. Why it is necessary? If we talk about when you and me were of 6 years or 7 years of age, we used to sleep at the terrace without fan. Why? Because we breathe fresh air. And can you imagine now to sleep on the terrace? No, because the air is too much polluted. The environment is too much polluted that we cannot imagine to live such life now. So hence, before we talk about environment wellness, we must understand the environment health. Environment health is the branch of public health. Again, we see that environment health, even if we are talking about the scientific term, the environment health is a branch of public health. Again, we see that it is related to whom? The public. Public means we. So environment health is the branch of public health that focuses on the relationships between people and their environment. We, the people, and the environment in which we live, promotes human health and well-being, and fosters healthy and safe communities. And healthy and safe communities is not a task of single person. If I talk about Indore, that we have won 6th time the cleanest city award. Is it only one person's job? No, everyone has contributed. Each and every member who is living in Indore city has contributed to make it a cleaner city 6th time. Although the contribution of Blue Parade, the people who work day and night in the Nagar Nigam works hard for making the officers, the politicians who work, they work hard for this particular thing. But then it is the task of each. And now I cannot see people throwing the garbage on the road, because they know that they are living in the cleanest city and they must not do it, because they are aware. And awareness is a habit that is gradually being developed through your environment. If you become aware and if you stop someone to throw garbage at the road, he will first, resist, but he will understand that yes, you are true, and he must not throw the garbage on the road. So environment health is a key part of any comprehensive public system. If your environment is clean, then you can imagine a cleaner public health system, a environment in which you can spend your life more peacefully and more happily. Relationship between human health and environment health. Before discussing this, I would like to share one small video with you all. I request ma'am to please confirm me if the audio of this particular video is audible or not.
जय हिंद पेरेंट्स, क्या आप ये दो फ्रैक्शन देख?
Ma'am, audio is there, but video is.
Yeah. It's an advertisement. Please.
कि मुझे बता सकता है कौन सा बड़ा है? मैं आपको एक ट्रिक सिखा.
Welcome to this wellness moment. Bye.
Audio is there, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Be well. You are nature, whether you like the outdoors or not. If you happen to be born 1,000 years ago, there would be many things different from your life today. Perhaps one of the biggest would be the amount of time spent outdoors in the natural world. Humans evolved to live in nature. The entire makeup and function of our bodies is designed to allow us to survive and thrive as part of the environment around us. And we have done so for thousands of years. Moving into modern times, we are now experiencing the greatest period of disconnect from the natural world than at any point in history. We spend the vast majority of our time indoors. Many of us are completely unfamiliar with the terrain, plants, and animal life that share the space around us. Our habits and lifestyle are not only disconnected from the natural world, but also actively harm it. A world without wellness. It is common knowledge that environmental degradation has created a state of crisis for our world. From depletion of the soil to pollution of air and water, the effects of our disregard for environmental responsibility is far-reaching and hugely concerning. Much could be said on this topic, but when it comes to wellness, we must first look at our relationship, natural world. How do we view our place in the world? Lack of care for the world and people around us is not only damaging to the environment, but also to our spirit. A critical part of being a healthy human is respecting the world around us and our place in it. When we fail to do so, we are stunting an essential part of our well-being. The human ego would tell us that we stand apart from nature and are able to treat it however we want, as if the world is our domain and we rule over it. In reality, we are nature. We are just one piece of an intricate ecosystem where our actions have consequences for the whole, intended or not. We do not stand apart from nature or over it. We are deeply intertwined with it. Caring for our environment is caring for ourselves. How we interact with our environment is part of our own state of wellness. Ignoring or harming the environment is actually harming ourselves. When we connect with nature, it can increase happiness, improve physical health, and strengthen social connections. It also invests us in something greater than ourselves. It can expand our perspective on life to make us more attentive, mindful, and compassionate. The environment doesn't just refer to the world around us, it is us. How we treat the environment is a reflection of how we treat ourselves and others. To be people who experience the full meaning of wellness, we have to actively work to care for the world and extend what it means to be well to include everything around us. Thank you for listening, and be well.
Can anyone tell me what are your key takeaways from this video? Is the presentation again visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, but I think it is stuck.
The presentation,
Yes.
is it moving now?
The first page.
Okay, okay. Give me a minute, please. Okay, to all the participants, can anyone tell me what are your key takeaways from this particular presentation? What are your views about this presentation, about this particular video?
Only first page, ma'am.
Is it now moving to the different pages?
No.
No, ma'am, it's not.
No? Okay.
Yes. Yes, I see. Second page.
You can see the second next page. Now,
Yes,
Yes.
moving.
okay. Maybe the slide presentation is not working. So I hope everyone has seen the video of environment wellness. Can anyone tell me what are your key takeaways from the video? Excuse me? Okay. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. So caring for ourselves, caring for nature is caring for ourselves is my first key takeaway from this video. And the another is that how you treat your nature is like how you treat yourself, or how you treat yourself will show you how you treat your nature. So both the things are contemporary to each other. That means both are interrelated. You and your environment. More you take care of the way you take care of your environment of yourself. Likewise, you must also take care of your environment, because environment interacts with you. If you feel environment talk to you in morning when you come at your terrace and when you are ready for the yoga, tell me how many of you have observed that environment is speaking to you. The fresh breath, fresh breeze, the voice of different birds, the rays of sun, clean clean and fresh air which you are taking inside, inhaling. By this way the environment speaks to you. Nowadays what we see in the area of in the sector of tours and travels, I observe that most of the people wish to go to the places which are close to nature, and in that package one nature walk is been included. People, there are various in tours and tourism, in tours and travels, various places are being developed like villages, and people live a minimalistic life there. People live in huts and they eat the food which is cooked on the wood. जो हमारे पुराने जमाने में चूल्हे हुआ करते थे उस पर खाना बनाकर वो लोग खा रहे हैं. Or they are not using phone there when they are staying, when they are spending their vacations there. They are, you know, they are spending their vacations close to the nature. Why they are running from urban areas, the urban living to the village living or the rural living, and they are spending money for that particular vacation, because those people only made the cities polluted, and now they are moving for a vacation to the close to the nature. One another example is people usually go to the vacations near seasides, and now in our country we see that Mumbai or the Chennai or the Goa, the seasides are very much polluted. Nowadays people are moving to other countries like Maldives and other countries where they can see the clean water. Who is responsible for the polluted water or the Black Sea water which is there in these cities of our country, of India? We, the humans, are only, or the citizens of the country are only responsible. So the way we are interacting to our environment, the environment give back to us in the same manner. Human health and well-being are intimately linked to the state of environment. Good quality natural environment provide basic needs in terms of clean air and water, fertile land and food production, and energy and material inputs for the production. We see that this particular environmental degradation or climatic degradation that has taken place, and in the month of October we are facing rain and this rain has exploited the crops of this season. Soybean was almost ready in the lands, and the rainy season has exploited. It has wasted all the crop of this season because of this heavy rain. Why we are facing this? Again, due to global warming. The alarming symptoms that the nature always give us is, in the picture also you can see that this landfill where where the all the garbage of cities is being collected and kept at the or placed at one place, where it the water leakage from that landfills degrade the environment. The wastewater which comes out from the drainage systems again pollute the rivers. The smoke that comes from industries pollutes the rivers. The another thing that nowadays the cities are in expansion mode. The infrastructural development is taking place. Roads and dams are being built. But where the roads and dams are being built? Because the land is the resource which is limited in area. Nowadays, with growing population, there is no place where the roads can be expanded. So what are they doing? The people are cutting the trees which are at the roadside, which are older than 100 years, and they are expanding the roads there. They are cutting the trees which are of 100 years, and they are not conscious about planting more trees. Nowadays, one more activity I have heard that in front of our college there is one garden area, community garden area. I have asked them, what are you doing? That they were collecting the saplings, and they were keeping it into the poly bags. So I asked them what you people are doing. That they told me that they are in the process of activity to develop the forest. They are going to develop the forest. I was very amazed to listen to them that how group of people can develop a forest. So this is we are living in this 21st century, and we are degrading our environment with a 200%, and we are not concerned about the improving our environment. So it's a high time that we must all should pay attention. We must all should create awareness about the environmental degradation and the ways to improve them. So the alarming symptoms which we can see are desertification, that we see that the fertile lands are becoming deserts, and the plantation or the crops are not there because of lack of water or because of lack of soil fertility. Land degradation is taking place. Loss of biodiversity, you can see that many of the plants are not the plants which were there in the previous times. Those plants, the type of plants, the variety of plant is missing nowadays. Huge landfills. As I've already said, that the lot of garbage has been collected from all the cities and is dumped in a single place, and that particular dumped garbage, leakage of water from that garbage, and the smell that comes out from that garbage pollutes the environment, and it becomes very uneasy for the people who live nearby those landfills to survive in that particular area. Then increased air and water pollution. It is very much obvious that we people in the environment where we are living, there is a lot of air and water pollution. Rising sea levels induced by global warming. We have observed in the past 2 to 3 years that many times the sea level has risen, and it has created calamity kind of scenario in Mumbai and Chennai. And the last is deforestation. Deforestation, again, the speed, the pace at which deforestation is taking place, and the pace at which we are planting trees, the proportion, the ratio is disbalanced. And if it has not been balanced in the coming 2 to 3 years or coming 10 years, we can say our planet is in a big danger. Then what and why environmental wellness is having good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environment that supports well-being. We have already discussed that it promotes interaction with nature and also creating an enjoyable personal environment. Everyone can have a strong environmental conscious simply by raising their awareness and incorporating features that help to make their setting more agreeable to them. More agreeable to them means nowadays what we see that at workplaces, like in my workplace setting, what I do to connect with nature, I have kept small pots and small plants, which are indoor plants. If I keep that plant to me, I feel some positive energy due to greenery. I feel some positive energy towards me. So these are the few steps that you can follow to make your environment peaceful around you. Why is environment wellness important? The core principle, as we have already discussed this part in previously, that respect for all nature and all the species who are living in. We must, as we for the human beings, we say that respect the differences. The same way we must respect the differences that the environment and the species who are living in it requires respect from us, requires the water which is left in our water, we can use that water to plant, to put it into the plants, rather wasting it into the into the wash basin. So few steps you must only be required to be conscious about your environment, and you can see the results around you. How to improve environment wellness? Number one is replace chemical cleaning products with natural alternatives. This is the first way. Like for example, we use various, the cleaning products. Like for example, the Lysol or the what we can say, the Harpic. These are some cleaning products we use. Soda, caustic soda, we use in cleaning the cleaning our environment. So how many of us know that there is a natural alternative of these cleaning products? If I would suggest the salt which we use in our food. Number one, salt. Number two, cloves. Number three, turmeric. All these three items have the capacity of cleaning your environment and cleaning your floors. You can use a spoon of salt and turmeric in while you are cleaning your furniture and all. Only salt for the furniture, and for the floor you can use turmeric. And people use for the mosquito repellents, and people use what I can say, this mosquito repellent for the mosquitoes in the season where they observe more mosquitoes at their home. So in place of mosquito repellent, what they must use, in the coconut oil, they can put a camphor, kapoor, and burn the kapoor into the coconut oil and store it into a jar, and you can apply that before sleeping. So that is a natural alternative to the mosquito repellent. It's a natural alternative as well as it's a safe alternative. And if you are facing cough and cold, so instead of taking antibiotics or applying Vicks on your nose, because it's also a chemical, you are applying it on your skin, and it's a sedative also. So taking sedatives in place of that, you can in a small piece of paper, you can take a piece of camphor, one clove, and one that elaichi, and you can make it you can keep it in your pocket or near to your nose, or you can put it in on your below your pillow, and you will feel that uh, the fumes that come out of from that particular particular natural thing will reduce the cough and cold in day or 3. So these kind of natural alternatives, everything is available at mostly in our kitchen. So natural alternatives can be used, should be used in place of chemicals. This is the one way we can improve our environmental wellness, and we can in and out. That is what we have said, that environmental wellness doesn't talks about uh, the wellness which is around us, but it also talks about the environment which is within us. So what we take inside also have a chemical reaction, and that can disbalance our panchatattva that we have talked previously. Next is reduce allergens and improve the air quality in your home. Instead of burning the aroma oils, or instead of burning the mosquito repellent kind of things, burn camphor. There are nowadays a lamp is available in the market, wherein you can put a piece of camphor kapoor, and the fumes of camphor are being spread in your home. It will improve the peaceful environment, as well as it improve the air quality at your home also. Number 3 is declutter the necessary things. So this is a season of Diwali where we all are attempting to declutter, but it should not be restricted to Diwali. It must happen every now and then, that we must declutter the unnecessary things from our wardrobe, or from the kitchen. Wherever we find, we must declutter the unnecessary things, because more we pile up the plastic products, or more we pile up the clothes, more uh, we are disturbing our environment which is around us, because you are wasting time in the morning when you are utilizing more time, when you are wasting more time in choosing what to wear. It is also a part of environmental disbalance around you. So go minimalist. It's I have observed many people who go minimalist, who declutter all the unnecessary things, who keep only 5 pairs of dresses in their wardrobe, who keep only 2-3 things, unnecessary things at their work desk, are more peaceful and more happy in comparison to the people who are having 3 wardrobes of their different kind of attires. Next is go more, get more nature into your life. As I have already given one example, that keeping the small indoor plants into your living room, or keeping small indoor plants into your workplace, can enhance the nature and around you. Because most of the time, being in profession, we spend most of our time at our workplace, at our work desk. So we must improve the nature around us, that may emphasize, that may enhance our work productivity as well, and that can bring peace into our life also. And similarly, you can take one the lamp, as I have suggested. You can use that lamp into your workplace for burning that camphor, and instead of using aroma oils, burning aroma oils, you can utilize that particular camphor lamp. Then next is limit your screen time. Again, this is the high time where we are speaking about the screen time. And set set limits. Being the humans, we are we want that someone should tell us that your screen time is over. So you can do settings in your phone to give you alarm every now and then that your screen time is increasing by 1 hour. You can set your screen time to 1 hour or 2 hour, which is required as per your job requirements. And then if you are at home after your work, no need to pick up your phone, and at least you must not use your mobile phones before 1 hour going to the bed. And after waking up also, when you reach at your workplace, then only start using your mobile phones. So as you limit your screen time, you are limiting the radiations uh, into your house, because we only feel that you are using only phone and it is only it is only harming your eyes. No, it is also creating harmful radiations into your home, that is creating harm into the air around you, right? So next is use eco-friendly and recycled materials in your home. Nowadays, funk from junk or best out of waste kind of campaigns I can see and observe, which are going on. And there are many startups also who are working for eco-friendly and recycled materials. And they are even calling the waste materials of people, and they are telling that we will convert this waste material into reusable material for you. Like for example, they are calling from the different customers, they are giving the offers that you can give your old saris or old the dupattas to us, and we will convert into the doormats or lamps or the table covers for you. So by this way we can convert the recycled materials into the eco-friendly. We can recycle the materials and use it for us. One example which I have read recently, in the city of somewhere in the state of Kerala, the one woman who go for a walk for 1 or 2 hours in the morning, and she collect the plastic bottles from the road, the plastic bottles in which we drink water, like the Bisleri kind of bottles. She collect those bottles and all the plastics of like for example the Lays and Kurkure. So she collect all those plastic and she fill that plastic into the bottles. And after the bottle, once the bottle is filled with the plastic, she has arranged all the bottles in a form of circle in her garden, and she has kept one on one. And then she, with the help of cement, she has made one place to sit in the garden. So likewise, there are many DIYs, do it yourself kind of activities you can see into the YouTube also, wherein the you can use all the materials which can be recycled, or which if you put them in the garbage, they are not easily decomposable. So you can use those kind of materials to for the home decor kind of activities also. By this way, at least you will be having satisfaction that you are not damaging the environment. Give me a minute, please. Next is the organic living. Nowadays, from the era of COVID, we have observed that people are more going for this organic living. They are growing plants and vegetables and fruits into their kitchen garden. And in Indore also, we have one organic vegetable market, which opens every Sunday, and people go and buy the organic vegetables from that particular area. But this has not been common, because people are so busy in their lives that they are not having the time for organic living. And what using natural alternatives instead of chemical products is also one kind of organic living. So it is not only related to what we eat, it is also related to how we live, and what is the environment around us. So like Diwali festival is coming, so instead of burning the electronic series or electronic lamps, go for the diya, the lamps which are earthen pots in which you fill oil, and you put the cotton lamp, and then you can lit it. So organic living is a part of should be a part of your daily life. It should not be opted for a day or two and then you can leave and you can again move to the materialistic living. So organic living should be a part of living so that you can live a happy, healthy, and peaceful life. Next is limit the unnecessary exposure to artificial energy. Like for example, do not move into the malls, or do not move into the theaters if so frequently that it can damage your your peace. So you must limit the unnecessary exposure to the artificial energy as much as possible. And you must educate your people around you. You must educate your children that there should be a limit for the exposure to artificial energy. Then point number 9, I have already covered that kitchen garden should improve. If you find some time and if you have a hobby of gardening, kitchen garden is a good choice, which gives you result also, because if for example you are planting tomato, so when you eat that tomato, you will have so much peace in your heart that yes, it is my efforts that this tomato is so red and I am eating it. So there is a kind of satisfaction you will receive from the veggies or the fruits which you eat from your own kitchen garden with your own efforts. So that is why we are talking about, when we are talking about environmental wellness, it is of wellness inside us and outside us as well. And indoor plants, there should be one activity which I personally perform is whenever there is a birthday of my kid, I ask him to plant uh, one a sapling of rose or sapling of any neem tree, which in long run, when it becomes a big plant, or it enhances out of that pot, I ask my uh, the people at my home to plant it into a place where it can enlarge it. So kitchen garden and indoor plants is also one kind of activity which helps in improving the environmental wellness. Then home decor by plants, leaves and flowers. We must always encourage the people around us to use the plants instead of plastic based plants or plastic based home decor items. Whenever there is a festive season, use more and more leaves and flowers for decorating, so it will improve the environment of your home, as well as it will give you peace. You will feel happy when you use plants, leaves and flowers. Moving ahead, the benefits of environmental health. It is not only important to strive for optimal environmental health, it is also beneficial both for individuals and for their surrounding communities. Some of the benefits are these are very much clear to all of us, but then to intentionally very sorry intentionally we sometime, or unintentionally we sometime, ignore that particular thing, and we are facing the hazards of being ignorant. So if we blame someone, if we blame people who are using 4 wheels or 2 wheels frequently, that they are not getting their pollution check in control, maybe they will blame us. Maybe they will blame that their workplace is not allowing them for getting it checked, right? So some of the benefits, some of the hazards that we are living in is poor quality of air. So if we keep the environment clean, we will be getting, then only we can get the cleaner air quality, then only we can get the clean water. Reduce hazardous waste. By reducing the hazardous waste, we can improve the environmental health. So as I was talking about, the sixth time Indore has got the award of cleaner city. So nowadays different kind of bins are there, you can see on the roadside. One is for the different type of garbages should be kept in different kind of bins, so that whenever the people who are working to make the to separate that particular waste, it would be easy for them to utilize it. Maybe some of the garbage which we feel that is the garbage can be recycled. So we must help those people who are trying at least to make the surrounding clean. Increased access to healthy foods can only be possible because if we keep polluting our environment, then the fertility of soil will be decreased, global warming will take place, and because of that, we will not be able to have healthy foods. Using fertilizer will be the necessary for farmers, otherwise they cannot earn their livelihood. So it's a mutual thing that we all can do. We all can put our efforts, and we all can get the results. Then we all can enjoy the results all together. Safer outdoor environments for adults and children, improved improved population health, because if we observe that in the first slide only we have observed that our human body is made of 5 तत्व, पंच तत्व से बनी हुई है हमारी ह्यूमन बॉडी. सो अगर ये पंच तत्व पॉल्यूटेड रहेंगे, these 5 तत्व will be polluted, how we can imagine of improved population health and improve health equity. Less people will get ill, and more enjoyable and more peaceful life people can live if we become aware and we take steps towards the environmental wellness. So being a teacher, being the academicians, we all must know that how environmental wellness at classroom can be enhanced. So we can educate the students about environmental wellness. First, we must make them know according to the national education policy which has been launched, and Madhya Pradesh being the state who have adopted the national education policy, and they have kept environmental science as a compulsory subject for all the graduate students in the foundation course only. So in that particular subject, what we teach in our college is, it is not the in-classroom teaching. We prefer to teach this particular subject in the garden area to the students so that they can better connect with the nature. Well, we are teaching them about the leaves, and we are teaching through the PowerPoint presentation. It will be of no use. So educate the students about environmental wellness. Environmentally well person recognizes the responsibility to preserve, protect, and improve the environment, and appreciates the interconnectedness of nature and the individual. The environmentally well person also feels safe in their surroundings, creates an environment that supports personal well-being, access resources, and engages with the community. So we educate the students that it is very much necessary to for them to connect with the nature so that they can have a better tomorrow. Because if we talk about ourselves, we have crossed our 50% of life, but whole life is standing in front of them, and it is them who can create their better tomorrow by developing interconnected with nature. So under various type of activities, under the banner of NSS, or we can say some occasions like Guru Purnima comes, we encourage the students to, we do not encourage the students to give the gifts or bouquet to the teachers. Rather, we encourage them to plant trees in our garden area into the roadside so that they can use the fruits of those trees in the coming future. They can have the better air quality in their near future. And each plant is being devoted to each plant is being taken care of a particular student till it grows to a particular stage. Then this is one activity which we usually do at our college. So taking an active role in your environment wellness is the another thing you can educate. Engage in sustainable habits such as recycling, donating old items and reusing items, and taking steps to reduce your carbon footprint. and conserve energy and water whenever possible. These type of activities can also be done. Like for example, many donation drives we run with the help in association with some NGOs, through which the articles, the toys, the clothes which are of no use for us can be used by people who are of maybe of deprived section or maybe who are in need. So more uh, people that more products that will be recycled and reused, less will be the carbon footprint. Next, promoting environmental wellness in and outside the classroom. Environmental wellness is more than just sustainability and making smart decisions as it relates to the environment. The environment we create for students both in and outside the classroom have a major impact on their success. Faculty and staff can build a wellness-focused classroom and work, living, and social spaces for their mental and physical health, and making conscious decision as it relates to the work and school projects. So, some examples that we can use in inside the classroom and outside the classroom: host class outside whenever possible, in the garden area, or into the if some nature walk is available near your workplace, you can take the students out and you can organize the class there also. Only print the documents when necessary. uh, Unnecessary printing of documents again will increase the carbon footprint. So hence, digitally we are living in the digital era, so it is better to maintain the files in the folders in the soft copy, and whenever it is urgent to get it print, then only take the documents in hard copy, and otherwise keep the documents in soft copy. That means go digital. Last is allow assignments to complete virtually. That way you can collect all the assignments into the virtual form in the soft copy, and you can collect also all those documents into the system's drive, or into the drive of your laptop, or in the drive of your email. Like for example, in Gmail also you can collect all the assignments into the drive, and you can assess and give the results. So these are some of the examples that can be promoted inside the classroom. Outside the classroom, again in the national education policy, the one live project is being compulsory for all the students. Individually, student has to make one live project. So you can give the topics which are related to nature, or the topics which make the students close to nature. That way they can develop the connectedness with the nature. Also they will make themselves aware, as well as people around them aware, that what should be done to improve the environmental wellness. So the other things which can be done outside the classroom are instructional science near garbage and recycling the containers. Weekly wellness walks can be organized. Use waste materials to create home decor kind of activities and competitions can be done, by which students can be asked to bring the waste materials from their home only, and they should prepare the best decor items out of those waste materials. Activity for decorating the pots, the earthen pots which are available in the market, or you can encourage the students to make their own earthen pots with the available items which are available inside your college campus or the school campus, and these kind of activities can also be organized. And community garden activities is the another thing which you can organize frequently to develop the interconnectedness with the nature. Last, again, as I have told, that majority of us are working, majority of us are living in the professional environment. Most of the quality time we spend in the professional environment. So environmental wellness at workplace plays an important role again. To nowadays, the companies or the organizations are also taking so much of efforts to improve the environmental wellness at the workplace. They are developing the ambience in a manner that develop the peace or greenery or natural light at the workplace. So working at a place surrounded by fresh air, we all feel that when we move from comforts of our home to the workplace, it should be as good as our home. So working at a place surrounded by fresh air, natural light, and comfortable temperature can play a big role to boost the productivity of employees. Organizations who are aiming for a fit lifestyle for their employees through wellness programs will see good performance and lower investment in insurance costs. Nowadays, we can observe that organizations are having gymnasium at their place, or swimming pool at their place at the organization, wherein if the employee is working for say 10 to 12 hours, then if the allotted work is over or in their break hours, they can use the gym, they can go for swimming, and they can refresh themselves and again start doing their pending work. So these kind of environment, if the employees will get at their workplace, it will improve their work performance. All these changes have psychological effect on the performance of employees who are working in a particular environment. But if you look at it from the larger perspective, the working environment can be tweaked to increase the efficiency. People feel if we talk about the organizational perspective, if we talk about from the perspective of CEOs and MDs or the owners of the organization, it feels a unnecessary investment from someone's perspective, but actually it's a healthy investment, which is actually for the growth of organization, which is actually for improving the efficiency of the organization. Because if the employees are happy, they will do work with more productivity, and they can make the customers more satisfied. So it's a win-win situation for the organizations if they work on environmental wellness at workplace. Sorry. Building an eco-centric company culture involves locking your vision and making environmental friendly habits in the office a mandate to achieve sustainability. Whenever you go for group activity kind of things in the organization, make it a eco-centric company culture, so that every employer or every the person who is in the organization can celebrate every day as the Earth Day. Air quality is said to be the most considerable positive influence on the wellness. Normally, in the closed environment, employees feel very sleepy, itchy, and irritated when exposed to the poor quality at work. So, for all the right reasons, environmental wellness puts a burden on the organization to encourage healthy living. But in the long run, we see that the organizations will will feel that whatever capital expenditure they have done in enhancing the environmental wellness is a kind of investment that they had done for their organization. So hence, with today's discussion, from the Panch Tattva to the environmental wellness at workplace, we have observed that the environmental wellness is of so much importance that if we take care of these environmental wellness around us, we can give ourselves a better tomorrow, and we can give a better tomorrow to our next generation as well. The only thing is to create awareness amongst ourselves and to create awareness among our society. In whatever community gathering you go, and whatever community gathering your kids go, encourage them to go eco-friendly, to go with the eco-friendly in a eco-friendly manner, and be environmentally conscious whenever you are spending, whenever you keep a you keep a track of your spending habits, or in your leisure activities, or in whatever manner you are living. If you live a environmentally conscious healthy lifestyle, you will feel that in some of the time your environmental wellness is a part of your daily life. The only thing is we must start it today with this. Thank you so much from my side, and if any questions we will discuss here.
Yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Any participant, if you have any question or if you want to discuss anything with the ma'am regarding to this topic, you can do that. If anyone wants to ask any question to ma'am.
So there seems no question, Divya. We can move to
Yes,
the end part.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful session. It was really enlightening, and I'm also a nature lover, so I really, try to do things on my own, that whatever I can do to, make this environment and make this, our nature and our mother earth better. So I think this session will help many of us, and we will be able to contribute even a bit, then it will be a success for us, right? So okay.
Only a bit
Yes,
is important, Divya. I can say
yes,
that if you contribute 1% of your life for the environment, that would also be better.
yes, ma'am. So whatever we can do from our own and that whatever we can do, planting the trees, or taking care of the animals out there, and taking care of the birds, feeding them, giving them water, whatever we can do from our end, whatever make us, it will definitely make us feel satisfied for sure. So I hope all the participants will get, so much learning from this session, and it was a wonderful session by you, ma'am. And I would like to thank you and all the participants and all the members of RFI. And we will continue with another session tomorrow. Thank you
Ma'am,
so
I
much.
have one question. Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
It is very interesting session, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, I heard that we can talk to with this one plants and this plant with the plants. Is it true?
What, sir? Please repeat the
You can,
question.
yeah. Is it possible to talk with plants or nature?
To teach with the plants or to
Yeah,
talk with the plants?
yeah. To talk with the plants.
Yes, sir. Why not? If we
Yeah,
talk with ourselves, is it possible that we should can we talk with ourselves?
yeah. That's true. We can talk. We can
Same
talk
way
with
you can
ourselves.
talk
We
to the
can show.
plants also. Same way you can
Yeah, yeah,
talk to
yeah.
the plants.
Actually, I expressed few love to some plants, and I observed that the growth of the plant is very like I can see the growth in that plant.
So
That's
when they
why
grow,
I,
when the plants grow, they give you blessing.
yes,
When
ma'am.
when each
Daily I
flower,
was touching.
when yes,
Daily I was
when
touching the this one leaves and all those things, and I was showing the love towards that plant, and I can see so much this one happiness in me as well as in that plant also.
whenever you plant, whenever you give water to the plants or the
Yeah,
trees, you feel that you are taking food within you.
yeah, sure,
तो
sure,
ऐसा
sure.
लगेगा कि आप खुद खाना खा रहे हैं.
ठीक
So
ठीक है मैडम, ठीक ठीक ठीक, yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
okay. So thanks everyone. Thanks, ma'am. And we will continue with the another session tomorrow, day 4. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Divya. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone.